Hey guys, how's it going? So, I have decided I'm going to do a trading challenge for myself and to record how I'm going and to publish it publicly, because that basically makes makes me want to be accountable. So, just a little background info. I started learning to trade only last year from October. So it's been about 8 months of trading that I've been doing. So I'm pretty much a beginner in the trading world, but I do feel confident now after 8 months to be doing this challenge from going from 1K to 10K and then 10K to 100K. So, and I thought I'd do it because it might inspire others as well to show you that it's possible to go from not knowing anything to being confident enough to do this. Yep. So anyway, I will start off with just looking at a few charts and then showing you the trades that I'm in. Um, Starting with Bitcoin, this is the weekly Bitcoin chart. We are looking very healthy now. It looks like we're doing a bounce back up again on the weekly from the dips that the low that we had, which was basically at a level that was very healthy, the 61.8 Fibonacci level. And you can see I've drawn a zone which says buy zone, do not panic, which basically is the golden pocket that if any chart shows this, it's like a good place to buy back in. And Bitcoin basically hit that spot perfectly, and it's now going green again. And on the weekly, it's going back up again. So I'm still feeling bullish with Bitcoin. However, I'll just do a disclaimer. I am not giving anyone financial advice. Um, these are just my opinions, and I'm just sharing my trades. And if you lose money, then you know you can't blame me for that. So, anyhow, Bitcoin, I haven't entered a trade today on that, even though it's bullish on the weekly. Basically, because yesterday I did a FOMO trade. So, I got in after Bitcoin had a huge candle up, and I got back in here, but then on this candle, and the next it went back down again. So I don't recommend doing that. um, I basically betted on the fact that it was going to go here and then continue back up, but it didn't. So um, I'm staying out of Bitcoin today, and I'm in an Ethereum trade. So I'll show you my ETH chart on an ETH trade today, basically because it looks like the 50 fibs. I love fibs as well. Those are my main trades that I do. It looks like this is now holding as support, and that's why I have entered it. Also because it's done the big retrace and then it's got a lower high and now looks to be going back up again and following this trend line here. And a beautiful W shape to me is a very bullish sign. So I have entered ETH. I usually start on the daily and then I go down to the 12 hourly. And if things are looking, I look at the overall picture for the day, if it's looking bullish or bearish, before I decide what to do. So far, everything's looking bullish. And on the 4 hourly, it's also looking bullish. So that's why I decided to enter. And this is my risk to reward parameters. I don't think I'm using that one. I'll show you on Binance what it looks like with my trade. So that's the daily, that's the 4 hourly, and to enter now, I go down to the 1 hourly to see exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, this is my trade here. I got in right there. And I've got quite a big target for this one, but I'm basing it on that it's bouncing off the 50, and I reckon it's going to break through. So I haven't actually set my target in, but that's just a rough estimate. So anyhow, if you want to know, if you don't understand the terminology I'm using, then I do have a link to a 20-minute intro to trading webinar below that you can check out with one of my previous mentors. Um, and yeah, we're also hosting this, or every Thursday we have like an intro to trading Zoom as well that you can join. So I'll post the link to that below as well, with the mentors that I'm learning from, and I continue to be a student and learn from, because it's an ever evolving skill and you can only get better. They're that good that per trade they're making thousands per trade, if not tens of thousands. So with me, just I'm going to disclose and be fully upfront. I only am making, like, I put $30 down to make like 60 or 120 a trade. That's my, um, that's what I make when I win these days. And if I lose, which is a lot less now because I'm better, um, then it's only the $30 that I've risked. So, I mean, it's such a good skill to have, because you can always fall back on it and no one can take it away from you, you know. Um, I'm I feel so empowered to have it, like to know that no matter what happens, I can always rely on my trading skill to make money. So yeah, it's so good. I can't recommend it enough. And yeah, and that's why I'm doing this series now to hopefully inspire you, if you're watching this and you're new, to also take the plunge and learn. Because, if a girl like me can do it, with I'm not maths has not been my strong suit in life. If I can do it, in fact, I think I flunked maths. I failed it in year 11. So if a girl that flunked maths in year 11 can do this and make money, then I think anyone can, pretty much. So, um, okay. Anyway, back to trading. So that's my ETH trade I'm in, and I'm also in an ADA trade at the moment. So the red and the green things are basically just to show me if it's a trade that's worth taking, because you're looking at the risk to reward, and I only enter if it's more than two, minimum 2 to 1. Anything less isn't really worth entering. So I got in and out of this one here, um, at the peak. I just wanted to take profit. And that's probably, I'm learning, not the best thing to do. The best thing is just to keep your trade open until you reach your first target. Um, but what happened was I saw it, I think it was around here, I saw it go back down. So I just thought I'll just take profit and re-enter at the next dip. But I wasn't at my computer at the time, but I went back on and entered it around here this time, because I still feel it is going to, you know, uh, keep going up. So let's look at the 4 hourly. This is my target here. I think it'll reach $2 at least. That was my previous target was 1.95. So I could have stayed in that, and I wouldn't be stopped out at all. I'd still be in it. So yeah, anyway, like, I'm just being completely honest with what I'm doing in my trades, because each time I do lose, I learn something. Um, or if I get out early, that to me shows a fear of missing out on my profit, or not having confidence in my actual trade. So yeah, I'll be upfront. So yeah, that's the two trades that I'm currently in. And psychology is a huge part of trading. Like, um, the biggest thing is to not fear losing, I feel. I don't like when I first started, I had that fear, like, oh, I hope I don't lose my money. Oh, no, and then I would keep on losing because of that fear. Now I'm just, when I enter a trade, I don't have that emotion, nor do I have any. I try and check my emotion when I enter to not have an emotion so that I'm, not entering based off of an emotion, but based off of my actual technical analysis instead. So, yeah, that's a big one actually, to learn. And to not be scared if you get it wrong. That's just a great time to learn something. So, there you go. Those are my two trades, and I will keep you guys updated. And just to add, because I finished my video early and I forgot, just with my account sizes. So with ADA, I have exactly $1,000 worth. With ETH, there's 800, and with BTC, there's about 500. So a little less than 1,000 in those two, but I'll base the 100 or 1,000 to 10 to 100 on the ADA. But then, just do it across all three accounts and see how we go. But yeah, so what we're looking at on this screen is my BTC account. Hang on a second. Is that right? No, this is my ETH one. And yeah, that's weird. Like, unless I refresh my screen, it still has my old trades going. So yeah, this would have been great if I hadn't, closed my ADA trade. I'd be 50% up now, and my BTC trade. So yeah, it does pay for me to see this, to know that I just need to trust my initial entry and not close out early because this is a nice amount of profit. So this is my ETH one and ADA. That's the ADA balance. That's the actual profit I've made now so far. And Bitcoin, that's the amount there. Yeah. All right. So I hope you enjoy, and I don't know if I'll be posting every single day, if that's even possible, but I will be posting regularly some trades that I'm taking, and we'll go from there. Cheers.